Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Urban Native Era podcast. My name is Hud Oberly, aka Hud Oberly Finn. I'm coming to you from Oklahoma this week, Norman, Oklahoma. Last week we were here in Oklahoma. This week we're in Norman, Oklahoma. So get excited for this episode. It's episode 13. Like I said, we're outside. There's puppies in the background. I got a blind dog. It's probably going to run into where the camera is or this table. So shout out to everyone who has blind dogs. But we're going to get through the episode. I got some good stuff for you. We got the Urban Native Era update every week. It's going to be good. And we got our quote. We got the quote. It's coming in hot this week. It's going to be a good one. It's really, it's really good. I got my mom out here. She's spectating. She's also giving me cue cards upside down. And so, yes, let's get into it. Oh, yeah. Like I say every week, we're here every Tuesday. We're shooting this on Tuesday. I'm going to post it right after. If it's right before I post it, or it's a couple days before I post it, I'm still here every Tuesday for y'all on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Spotify. Follow the podcast at UNE Podcast on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I say those 4 every week. I'm not the best at posting on all of them, but this week I'm about it because we got this beautiful flower background. All these flowers my mom planted. It's a good one. It's gonna be a video. We got the video rolling. So get ready to share that. Get ready to subscribe. Get ready to follow. Before the Urban Native Era update, this is the Hud Oberly update. This podcast is going live tonight, which is the 4th. My birthday is the 7th. I don't want anything from y'all except for you to share it to your Instagram story. That would mean the mostest for this hostess. So please share it to your Instagram story, whether it's a screenshot of this video, whether it's a screenshot of the podcast, little screenshot you can play. Oh, the dog's going into the tripod. Oh, my mom saved it. We're getting wild. It's wild out here. Okay, and the dog almost walked under the ladder, which would have been bad luck for this podcast. But we're getting it going. Please share it to your Instagram story for my birthday. That's all I want. That's all I want. Okay, like I mentioned, my name is Hud Oberly. Pleasure to meet you. Let's jump into it. Urban Native Era update. Like we said before, I explained why I was in Oklahoma. Joey was with me. I got to show him the old stomping grounds. Got to show him my reservation, the Osage Reservation up in northern Oklahoma. It was a good time. Joey is back in LA, but I'm still here in Oklahoma. But like I said, the reason we're traveling is for the neon signs. Those all got delivered without breaking on a road trip, which I think is an immaculate feat. We did it. Shout out Joey Montoya, CEO, founder of Urban Native Era. Next is that we have a job opening open to work for Urban Native Era, and we just released it this morning, Tuesday. So I encourage you to check it out. It's for the distribution assistant and / content coordinator, which are kind of 2 different areas, but we need the help. We are a small company, small business, small brand, so you'll be learning a lot of stuff if you're interested. Those puppies are going wild in the background. I love it. Got the energy out here, all of it. So, yes, it's in the Urban Native Era Instagram bio. You can also go to the website, urbanativera.com, go to the jobs tab, and it'll be there for you. There'll be a full job description, so please check it out. All the things going on. We're really excited to bring someone on. We're gonna have a busy fall. We're gonna need some help, and we're looking forward to meeting you guys through that interview job process. So that's the Urban Native Era update. Now, the finale, the main event, the quote. If you're new, every week I share a quote and we expand upon it. Puppies are just playing. It's just fine. They're just having fun. Here's the quote. Ships don't sink because of what's around them. They sink because of what gets in them. Now, yes, common sense, obviously. But, we get metaphorical. We use our imaginations on this podcast. We're diving deep into that quote, so I'll say it again. Ships don't sink because of what's around them. They sink because of what gets in them. So let's break it down. You are a ship Fire up those lawnmowers, neighborhood. We're getting it going. You are a ship. Whether it's your canoe, you're a yacht, you're a big old bougie yacht. No matter what you are affected by what you let into your life, into your mind, into your thought process. You know that saying, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with? Yes, that's true. 100% believe it. But the reason I find this quote interesting for this podcast is we're in a special time, and you're not around 5 people as much as you normally would be if it wasn't the pandemic. So, you got your roommates. I hope that's it. Whether your roommates are your parents, whether your roommates are your friends, whether your roommates are your stranger roommate that you found on Craigslist, whatever it is, you're around certain people all day. There goes the lawnmower, baby. Let's get it going. Like I said, the reality is that you're not around 5 people. And the reality for me is that I got my boy Joey Montoya, CEO, founder of Urban Native Era. And I got this may sound crazy, the 4 YouTubers that I watch the most. And I full on believe that can be the 5 people that are around you, because those are the thought processes that you're taking into your own. You're viewing how people are living their life, if it's a vlogger, I guess. But whether it's YouTube or a book or something else, there's mindsets, there's minds around you that you're pulling from, that you're taking in every day, content that you're taking in, whether it's a content creator or some other form of entertainment. So all those things are you're taking into account when you think of things. And so that's what I want to dive deeper into. I just wanted to set the stage of like what or who those 5 quote unquote people are. And so I want you to ask yourself, what are you allowing in right now during this pandemic? If you're listening to this, I think you're making a great choice, and I thank you for allowing me into your life, into your every Tuesday, into your whenever you listen to us. But who else? Or even what else? We're 21 weeks into this pandemic. 21 weeks since the gyms closed in California. 21 weeks since the Urban Native Era experience was canceled, RIP. So we're deep into it. It's been here, it's been around. It's still the first wave, but we're in a pandemic. And so are you making the time to let things into your life that help you? And I don't want that to be misunderstood in any way of, are you making yourself happy only by happy things? Because that's something we've talked about on the podcast before. It involves a topic that we've covered on this podcast before, which is toxic positivity. You want to, let things in that will help you. And by help you, it can mean letting things in that aren't happy. It can mean that you're letting in the reality that Black lives don't matter as much to certain people. But that doesn't mean you can't still let in other things. And you can still let in that you may be lonely, you miss your friends you haven't seen in a while. And then I follow that up with, are you making those other choices with things that make you happy, alongside those things that are realities? Because you don't want to suppress any issues or thoughts that just build up inside you, So that stuff is, like I said, helpful, but you don't want to ignore it. But what else are you allowing in? Are you allowing in that you have dissatisfaction with those things that are happening, and so you take action? You take action towards a happiness, whether you see your actions as just like minimal or baby steps, or maybe even question like, what real impact do I have by myself? But if you're dissatisfied with certain things, you'll be able to take actions towards making things right, making that change. Whether that's the stuff you want to let into your life, or if it's, taking care of yourself with healthy living, healthy eating, working out wherever you can in a safe space where you can, be safe for your health regarding the pandemic. So those are the things that I think may replace who you are letting in, but like what? So I think that's important. Like that's the details of That's the details of those 5 people around you. Who are they? But it's the details now. It's a different time now of what's being let in. Because now those are the things that are different. I have trouble with people who watch the news all the time. I think that is detrimental. And so I think that's something to think about. Is that's what you would consider as another who that's you're letting into your life. So let me get back to the quote, because I want to make sure we stay on that. Ships don't sink because of what's around them. They sink because of what gets in them. I also wanted to bring up the perspective of this quote, and because it's kind of like the glass half full, glass half empty type of situation. It's this quote, which I proudly presented as the quote of this episode, which is ships don't sink because of what's around them. They sink because of what gets in them. So that quote, I kind of have a problem with it, but I think it's important to talk about because it's talking about a perspective of bringing things down. What negative influences are people letting in and bringing them down? But I was like, what is the opposite of that? That would be like, what are you bringing in that lifts you up? And this may be crazy, this may be silly, but you're a balloon. What are you letting in to help you progress, help you grow? I don't know if balloons grow. Help you elevate. Boom, mom's on it. What helps you elevate? What are you putting into your balloon that helps you, that elevates you? Is it those people around you? Is it the content you're bringing in? Is it the food? Like literally, what are you putting into your body? What's helping you elevate to be the best self that you can be? And like I said before, I don't want to make this about being happy and healthy 24/7. Are you letting in these I don't even want to say unfortunate, because I don't think that's a strong enough word. What are you letting in these disgraceful realities in our society of Black lives don't matter, or Black lives not mattering to certain people, the pandemic hitting certain communities extremely hard, just like it is with our Indigenous community? So you can let those in, but with those things that are in your life, are you able to apply a certain twist to it where it elevates you, where you get to meet certain people, whether it's just behind the keyboard or in person at protests, where you get to meet and connect with people who are thinking the same things, that you guys are working towards something better and bigger. So that's what I want to I don't know if I'm going to rewrite that quote, which the original is, ships don't sink because of what's around them, they sink because of what gets in them. But balloons elevate because of what kind of things are in them. I tried to turn the code around, but I couldn't do it. But you know what I'm saying. Be a balloon. Put helium in your balloon. Don't put water in it. Water is going to make you sink. But drink a lot of water, because you need to stay hydrated in this pandemic. Oh. Did that help? Did that help, Mom? A little bit?
Yes. I'm with you.
That's the episode. Let me know what you thought, because I like doing these different settings, but holy moly, there's some distractions going on. Let me know what you think. We got this on video. It's recorded. It's documented. We got receipts. Check it out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Subscribe, follow, check it out on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Spotify. Next episode will be from Oklahoma again. It'll be a great Urban Native Era update, and I can guarantee you'll have a good quote. See you next time. Peace.